I'll start with Bill Belichick. And I just thought she nailed it there with her take. But first, it's Agenda Free Friday here on Felger and Mazz. As always, it's brought to you by Catches Law. At Catches, they specialize in helping those who have been injured not only from a one-time incident, but from a lifetime of hard work and labor. Does this sound like you? Visit catcheslaw.com. The format of the program is the same. You set the agenda with your wonderful phone calls. We have Release the Hounds at 617-779-0985. We'll go right to you. Opening segment when you are ready. In the interim, we fill it with some opening takes. Maz Murray, how you guys doing?
Good, you. Michael, Anthony, hello.
We'll be discussing at least the latest Bill Belichick story down at North Carolina, which you could headline or title Another New Low, except I just don't know how new it is, and that's why I thought her take was excellent. She says this is what it would look like if Bill Belichick were running an NFL team in 2025, and that's the reason he didn't get hired. And I would say nailed it. Except this is how he was running an NFL team in 2023 and 2019 and 2017 and 2014. And I don't know if I need to go all the way back to the very beginning, but certainly there was a long, long, long time that Bill Belichick ran the Patriots this way. And as much as you want to say this is a new low, and what I'm talking about is him banning Patriot scouts from UNC. That's a story which has been confirmed all over the place, which is also an amazing thing to me, that UNC is basically confirming it. They're not running from it. They're basically confirming it. Vrabel, in so many words, confirmed it today. So it's confirmed. But Belichick largely ran the Patriots this way for a long time. And I have a hard time just not scratching the itch of saying when you tried to point it out, you got shouted down as being some sort of hater. And I guess I don't blame you for wanting to ignore it. Because next to the winning, what did it matter, I guess? But it was there. Make no mistake. This is how Bill, I want to say, always ran the Patriots and largely has carried himself. I mean, for Pete's sake, he got here and immediately started dumping on the Cleveland Browns. And he wasn't let out of that contract from the Jets in 1999, 2000, and immediately started dumping on the league. You saw it every time he hit the podium. What we do with the NFL Network, Mike. What would he do with the NFL, Mike?
Oh, yeah, right. Turn it like a child.
A child. It's how he's always carried himself. Maybe it's gotten worse. Maybe it's just being laid bare because he's lost his touch as a football coach and the winning has stopped. But this is Bill Belichick. And credit the league owners if they knew it. And they said, we're not, no matter what Bill said or what he promised any owner, this was how he was going to do it. It was about him. It was about him first and the winning second. And that may have been the biggest lie of all during Bill Belichick's tenure here, that he did whatever it took to win. If that was the case, he wouldn't have kept Malcolm Butler on the bench. If that were the case, Brady never would have been a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. And so we'll get into the story more. It's a fascinating story. That'll be one of the topics today on Agenda Free Friday. That's my opening take. Who's next?
I'll go because it's football related. Because even for me, a notorious grump, can admit that last night for a season opener, that game was kind of awesome. You got spitting, you got ejections, skirmishes, real divisional hate, touchdowns left and right. Then, of course, it all went to hell because of the lawyers. They don't know the chance of storms and lightning. But I get it. There's nothing we can do about that. Bitching about that is screaming into the void. Make no mistake, though, that delay marred the product. Dallas lost all the momentum. CeeDee Lamb's hands turned into frying pans. And when they resumed play, it wasn't the same. But again.
Did CeeDee Lamb's hands turn into frying pans, or was he CeeDee Lamb? Maz.
Well, this is Maz's guy.
This is Maz's guy.
Yeah, I'm standing by him. He had a bad night.
He's not in that elite group.
His hands aren't that bad.
Not in that elite group, and that's an example
his hands aren't
why.
that bad.
He does not deserve to be mentioned in the same breath with Jefferson and Chase, and you saw why last night.
He didn't have a bad game. He had a bad game.
Check mark Murray and Felger.
Thank you. But
he's a damn good player.
Murray, it's your opening take. Proceed.
That's not what I'm here to bitch about, though, the weather and the lighting and all that. There was one thing, though, that happened in that game last night that cannot stand going forward this season throughout the league. And if it does, you're going to end up seeing me locked in a padded room because that's the taunting penalty. Eagles, Nolan Smith, I'm sure you saw it, tackled the Cowboys running back. All he did was hulk up over him. That's it. He didn't try to mock pee on him like a dog, didn't raise his leg, didn't try to mimic like he was playing ookie cookie, didn't try to flip him the double bird. He hulked up over him. That is not taunting. What Nolan Smith did is completely harmless.
What's hookie cookie?
I can't explain on the air.
Okay, go ahead.
Tell us off the air.
Proceed.
Someone in the audience got it. Nobody was offended by what Nolan Smith did last night. Nobody asked for this. This kind of thing is not going to make the children join a gang.
False statement.
How? Well, you were offended by it?
I don't know if offended's the right word. It's a good call.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
It's trash.
You side with the cops. You always do. You love the refs.
I'm a rules guy, Murray.
Yeah,
I am.
no,
It's
you're
true.
and you're the worst, and you're the person that's going to ruin the league. We're not doing this. If you want me and others to stop bitching about the dirtbag officials, this isn't going to help, and it's only going to make it worse. So to the NFL front office, Goodell, the 32 owners, I would strongly suggest you pull a Cracker Barrel and react to the online outrage, which was rightfully so, and quickly reverse course. Because this kind
Did
of
Cracker Barrel go back to the original logo?
They did.
Oh, no way.
Because people bitched enough. Sometimes bitching works.
Interesting.
And people are right to bitch about this because this is the kind of call that will start actually making people turn this off. You can't call that. That's stupid.
It's a classic Dallas Cowboys move from a stupid, ridiculous franchise. Everyone knows the rules.
The Eagles did it.
And
He even got the team wrong.
He had to be, I'm a man. Oh, how do you like me now, clown? 15 yards.
It was the Eagles.
I'm sorry?
You said Dallas Cowboys. It was the Eagles.
I thought it was a Cowboys player. That
No, it was
No.
the Eagles.
You just love flags. You can't even get it right.
Well, fine.
More yellow.
Why am I confused on that?
Because it's logical that you would say Dallas.
yeah,
but-
right. It felt like Dallas
But it was
Cowboys.
the Eagles.
All right,
In
never
fact,
mind.
the Eagles were the really the problem on the field last night.
I still like the call. Maz, your point.
So this actually happened at the very end of the show yesterday as Felger and Mazz was breaking up. We did some of it on the baseball hour. But Jeff Passan put out his free agency primer last night because, and this is a smart move by Passan as a total aside, because the games mean everything now in September and October, and you're not going to have time to do a free agent primer until you get to November, at which point everybody's going to do a free agent primer, so do it now. And in his primer, he mentioned Alex Bregman as the third best available free agent on the market, and his write-up about Bregman included this paragraph. Barring an injury or catastrophic slump, he will opt out and join Kyle Tucker and Kyle Schwarber in a clear top tier among this winter's free agents. Period. End of paragraph. Not he might, he will, which tells me that Passan obviously has some inside info, be it from Scott Boras or someone else that is close to Bregman, indicating Bregman has already made up his mind he's going to opt out. And the reason I bring this up now is don't get mad at Passan for writing it. Don't get mad at Boras for leaking it. This was always a possibility, and they're putting it out there so teams can plan. This is business. This is part of the deal. But those of you who did not want the Red Sox to add at the trading deadline, and there was someone who called in last night who said they should pretty much shut down Crochet, back off of Bayo and Giolito, give everybody extra rest, and just accept the fact that they will be a second or third wild card team in the playoffs.
That was on our show, right?
No,
did
it was actually in the baseball.
You got another one?
Yes, and I lost my marbles over this one in particular. You can't take these postseason runs for granted.
My God.
People have gotten so selfish and spoiled here when it comes to the winning that you actually think it's easy. And I understand why you think that way, because for 20 years, this city was on a ridiculous run. Although the Red Sox oscillated from good to suck for the last 15 years or so, let's call it 10 at least. You can't just say, we'll be there next year. Cannot do it. It's a disservice to the guys who are playing. It's a disservice to the fans who are watching. If you don't give a rat's ass, then don't give a rat's ass.
You know, I think that's what it is, Maz. I think there's just fewer and fewer people who enjoy the games, the competition.
Holy crap.
You don't want to see playoff baseball?
Wow.
You don't want to try and win playoff
No,
games?
they
This
follow
is-
by a stat sheet or whatever. They want to be like, pseudo GMs. I heard this. I heard you lose your mind. You're like, what, shut Bayo down next? Driving home.
I did. I lost my mind last night on the baseball
Those
hour.
games and those nights are what it's all about.
You haven't had them in years.
I honestly think, man, maybe it's worse in baseball. These kids today, they just watch the highlights on their phone. And they
Yes.
don't really watch the games. They're not into it. They're not. They're into the, I guess, or something. I don't know. Don't you want to watch playoff baseball? Playoff anything?
How about even just September games? It's been 4 years since you've had this kind of race and played meaningful baseball in September. Now it's here and you want to shut down your pitchers?
Those are our
What's
opening.
wrong with you?